Hello class, let us continue with our package and modules. Yesterday I told you how to create a package on your own. I just told you the steps to be followed to make a package. So let us do a quick revision on that at first, right? What were the steps? First of all, I told you that you have to create a directory, okay, and you have to name the directory by which you want the package to be named. Imagine I just wanted a package to be named as pack1. I want to create a package and I want some modules to be part of it. So my first job was to create a directory or folder named pack1, and then I thought there should be some modules under it. So modules to be copied. Of course, I have to check first the modules work properly in Python environment. That is, their functions, all the functions defined under the modules are working properly. There is no syntax error, nothing at all. Then those modules have to be copied under the directory or the new folder that you created. And one more file has to be there in order to recognize the folder to be a package in Python. What was that file? Underscore init underscore dot py. Fine. And then this whole directory or the whole folder had to be copied under a special folder called site packages. Site dash packages. If you copy the folder over there, now that folder is recognized as a package, and if you want you can import that package in your program, in your current program or wherever you are writing the program in at some later date. That is the concept. So look at this, I will show you how I have done it. I have created a package called pack1. The name of the package I want to be pack1. Under this I just wrote two modules and I set them under fact.py, expo.py. There are two modules. Now, if you remember yesterday, I told you that a package can have sub-packages also. That means a folder can have sub-folder in it, or a directory can have sub-directory under it. So my sub-directory name or the sub-folder name is pack2. I wanted another package pack2 to be part of pack1. And under that package, what I have done, I want a module called mult.py, mult.py to be a part of it. That is how I wanted my package to be. So obviously I will create these modules first, copy them in the right places, and I must copy along with that most important file, that is underscore init underscore py. And since pack2 is a separate package, although it's a sub package, but it's a separate package, here also separately I need to copy underscore init py. Okay, now my this folder is ready, but I have to copy it under site packages. So imagine I copied this folder or the directory under the folder called site packages. This you have to find out. Fine. Now look at this. I just wrote two small pieces of command here. If you want to know in a package what all are there, okay, you can write a command like this in the Python shell: import pack1, and immediately after that, if you write help function and the package name comes within, then you will get to see the content of the package. It will show you only the modules, not the sub packages. That means if I want to see the content under the package 2, then I need to write help pack1 dot pack2. Then I will be able to see mult.py. Otherwise, this one is going to show me only the first level. That is, it will show this file also and these two modules, fact.py, expo.py. Now look at this, what I have done. I have created this module fact.py. Nothing much, I just took a function in that module and I just calculated the factorial of a number. Only a simple code I wrote. Fine, I took a for loop and I calculated the factorial. You know that how to do it. Now imagine I created another module. I named it as expo.py. Fine. Inside this module also there is only a single function called power, which is using two parameters a and b, and say I wrote the code to find out a to the power b. This I computed by using a for loop. That much I have done. There is a shortage of space, that's why I could not write the entire code. and say there is another module I want, mult.py, which is to be the part of package 2. Here also I have taken a simple function named find, having 2 parameters, and I just check if A is a multiple of B. If A percent B, print second one is a factor, otherwise second one is not a factor. Simple program, I know. Now my package is ready. I followed all the procedures to make it a package, and I copied it under the side packages. So my pack1 is to be recognized as a package from now on. Now at some later date I was writing a program called whatever, packtrial.py. I just wanted to write a program. Now what I need to do is, if I have to use these functions in my current program, then I need to write import pack1.fact, which means import package 1's fact module. That is, this module is imported here. Import pack1.expo. Where is expo? This is expo. Okay. Individually you need to mention, look at this, import package.module. Import package.module. If you want to access all the modules, you need to individually write one after the other, one after the other. Now I wanted the module under the pack2 also to be available to me. So I have to write import pack1.pack2, that is pack2 comes under pack1. Under pack2 dot comes mult. So pack2 dot mult. So I wanted these 3 modules to be the part of it. Now if you want to access this function factorial, how would you access? I am just showing you one simple example. Input a variable n, and then you want to calculate the factorial of n. You write pack1.fact. Okay, pack1.fact you have to write, and factorial function was a property of this module. So pack1.fact.factorial, and n is passed as parameter. So the meaning, look at this, if you read at the line, you should interpret it this way, that factorial is a function which is being called, which is the property of the module fact, and the module of fact is present under the package pack1. That's what it means. Fine. So similarly you can make out how to make use of this function. You should write pack1 dot, my module name was expo, so I write expo, and I wanted to use this function, so power, and say I have already input 2 variables here. One is say x, another is say y. I have done the input, so I can write x comma y to find out x to the power y. But what happens if we want to make use of this function find? Then we need to write a huge code. What I need to write? I need to write pack1. Under this comes pack2 dot, there is no space, I am writing at the bottom line. Okay. Under this comes the module mult, so you need to write mult, and under this comes the function find. So many things you need to write to make use of it. And since it uses parameters, you write 2 parameters, say 2 variables you have input m and n, pass those 2 values. So that is how we can make use of it. Fine. Did you understand? I hope you have understood. Those of you who have Python at home, you can try this code out. Fine. So that is how we can create a package or a library on our own, and we can make use of it at some later date whenever it is required.